Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning. I'm coming on kind of early, simply because Mia has to go to the vet. We got to be there at 9 o'clock. So what I thought I would do is come on and see if there's anybody that wants to join me. If you do, then what we can do is I can leave, take Mia, come back, or just end the show before I have to go. So I'll leave it up to you guys as to how we're going to proceed. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. Now, I know it's a little bit earlier than normal. So we'll see who's going to be first, if anybody is first. Also, I've got to change my background screen over here. Okay. Always something. It's always something, you know. So I think maybe we'll just leave it on that background for now, because it's raining, and we'll leave it on that background for right now. So, how is everybody this morning? Oh, Phantom Hodges morning, last day for school bus. Hooray. Yes, it is. Paul will not be joining me this morning unless he does from his vehicle. I do not know. Paul, his last day for driving bus until September, and Paul's excited. Tonight he's got a little festive party with the other bus drivers. They're going to have a little potluck gathering, say goodbye. So Paul will not physically, I do not think, be on here. Well, he might use his cell phone, who knows. But as I've said before, Mia has to go and get her nails trimmed and her anal gland squeezed, and I've got to be there at the vet at 9, so that means I gotta leave here about half an hour. So what I thought I'd do is pop on and say hello to everybody and see who's here. I know a lot of people expect me to be on, and so here he comes, Mr. Giggles himself.
What's happening?
Hey, Mr. Giggles. How you doing?
Doing good yourself?
Well, like I was just saying, I'm either on temporarily, or if somebody else comes on that can handle it and wants to, and does and is able to be on here. I've got to take Mia to the vet. So
with Mia.
Oh, just she's got to get her toenails trimmed, and she's got to get her anal gland squeezed. So
that's what we try to do with our cat. Like when her nails get long, like we try to trim them, but sometimes she lets us. Sometimes she's squirms around and whatever.
Yeah,
We have
yeah. You
take
don't
her
want to
to
cut them too short because then they bleed, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a thing that we got. Well, I had found it at oh, where were we?
Goodwill?
Yeah, I think it was like a good a good
I have one. It looks like a Dremel. It's got a little thing on the end,
yeah, pause.
but it's noisy, and Mia doesn't like that. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
Betty Paws. I saw it advertised on TV, and it seemed like some animals seem to like it because, like,
as soon as I turn it on and I come towards her paws with it, she's just like, ooh, 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 ooh. What the hell what do you think? You're a dentist or something? For Christ's sake.
Yeah, right. That's funny. But yeah, it's supposed to be good for the animals because, like when you clip their nails, sometimes you get too close to the quick and it starts to bleed all over the place.
Yes, there's Ron. What the hell what do you think? You're a dentist?
Yeah, I was on another chat.
Oh, look at Ron.
That's not Oliver, though.
That's not Oliver.
No.
It looks like that's Oliver's bigger brother.
Well, there's one of his little brothers down there.
Yeah.
No, this is Oliver's smaller brother, believe it or not. Wait a minute. Yep, that's not Oliver. Nope.
Wow. That is cool.
See if I don't know whether he'll. I really hope they go to the water.
That'd be funny.
It's something new.
That'd be funny if Rudolph just showed up with his red nose glowing.
Well, there are some people that probably have the capabilities to instantly do that.
Yeah.
Just through technology, but they don't actually, Ron, come up on the deck, do they?
Oliver damn near has. One day I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just sitting out here and he saw me and he come up on the second step.
Wow.
What's up, buddy?
That's cool. Yeah, the weather here is a little rainy. Mia's got to go to the vet. So I thought I'd pop on for a few minutes to see what was going on and see if anybody wants to carry on while I go to the vet. If not, then we will just end it before I go.
I would say you're kind of early this morning, Paul.
Yeah. Well, I thought, a lot of people get nervous when I don't go on. And so they start wondering if I'm all right or whatever. And I thought, well, I might as well go on. And
should we call just to make sure if he's okay?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I've gotten calls, TJ.
Oh,
where are you? You okay? What's going on? So.
Yeah. Well, one day I was at work and I got a call from Kenny, and nobody could get a reach of Maddie from Maddie's Drone World. Nobody could get a. So I was at work one day, and he had asked me if I could just leave work to go check on him, and I did. And then everybody got mad at me for leaving work early just to go check on my friend.
Oh, can you see?
What's that? Oh yeah, see him right there.
Yep.
Let's see. There he is.
Yeah, he's close, really close.
He's good size too.
Yeah. That's awesome how the deer just come right up.
The other guy.
What time is Mia's appointment?
She's got to be there at 9, so it's 8:40, 8:15 now, you know.
Yeah. I guess Hodges was doing signs or getting ready to.
Yeah, he's got multiple things he has to do. Right now, he's still at the school bus, but
Oh,
then he's got to, of course, make a stop at Tim Hortons. Then he's got some signs to do, and then tonight they've got a post at the end of the year bus driver party going. So
yeah. He was talking about
that's why
that.
he had yesterday. He had to make that
Had that cake,
that
Man, that's
pudding cake. Yep.
pudding and everything.
Yep. Yep.
That sounds delicious.
Hey, Ron, how old would you say he is?
Couple years old.
A couple of years.
Yeah. Seems a little nervous.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. What's that next to your coffee, Ron? Is that your drone right there, or what is that?
That's his phone.
Oh,
There he goes. Yep.
all right. I'm full on corn now. See you later.
Well, yeah, he's had a few snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, now I walk away and now you want me. Shithead.
Oh, sh-
Oh, there he is.
He's coming back for more.
You need to get a body cam.
Yeah, right. Just attach a GoPro to yourself.
Well, what kind is it? Is it an action cam? Whatever. You put the magnet inside your shirt and you just put it on there.
Yeah, like a little action cam. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Paul's at a school. Cops are chasing a drunk driver, bouncing off curbs, almost hit kids, but they got him.
Holy crap.
Well, thank God they got him. Get rid of the guy.
If, Ron, you can't see the chat, but Paul Hodges is doing the last day of his bus runs. And he says he's at the school. Cops are chasing a drunk driver through the parking lot, bouncing off curbs and almost hit kids, but they got him.
Oh, good.
He deserves it.
So not only is he the weatherman, Ron, he's now the news anchor.
Yeah. Weatherman /
Action
news anchor.
news with Paul Hodges.
Reporting live, roaming reporter Paul Hodges.
That's it. If you want to know, he knows.
Oh, they all walked away.
Looks like it's a little chilly there this morning, Ron.
Actually, it's pretty warm. It's like 62.
Oh,
that's not too bad.
no, that's not bad at all. We're 63 right here.
See,
I think it's like 70, 80.
You're just walking up the street.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Or she, I don't know. How do you tell the difference?
That's a he. It's got horns.
Oh, if it doesn't have horns, then it's definitely female.
That's where it comes from. the hunter's guide, you know.
It's not saying they're not horny, but
That's right. That's right. There's catchers and then there's pitchers, you know.
Yeah.
where the hell Oliver's at?
What kind of rims you
Oliver's-
rolling with on? What kind of rims
He's usually
with
hanging
on
with
your-
that group, though.
TJ wants to know what kind of rims you got in your truck.
Those look nice.
They are the 20, are they the 21 or 22 inch wheels? Yeah,
Oh, that's
makes it really tough to buy tires.
yeah.
It's they're standard wheels for the F-150 Limited.
Yeah, because they're like really thin. They're kind of thin, like.
No, they're actually kind of thick.
Oh.
The Ron's really protective of his truck because Justin's always threatening to come over and kick his door.
Yeah. Jackass.
Well, why is he always wanting to come over to kick his door?
Oh, he's just trying to bust my stones.
Paul Hodges says deer don't have horns, they have antlers.
That's true.
Uh,
And standing correctly. Well, I got to go to Rapid City today.
Oh, do you? Yeah,
What's in Rapid?
I thought I'd just pop on for a little bit and
Yeah, I was surprised to see you.
yeah.
I
Because
thought you said last night.
Mia doesn't know it, but she's going to the vet. So
VET.
The VET.
yeah, and it's a little bit rainy out right now. So
Mm.
thanks. Let me.
The water looks down a little bit. I'm wondering, I'm going to put the trail camera on there this week while I'm gone, see if they're drinking out of it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
If you go off here pretty soon, Paul, I was going to chat with you privately for a second.
Okay.
All right.
See-
Well, I guess I'll hop off so you two gentlemen can have
Oh,
your.
no, TJ, I'm not
Oh,
saying
no, TJ, you're all right.
Oh.
That was not a hint, TJ.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I got to leave here about 11.
Rodney Bell, good morning. Rodney Bell says, good morning, all. Getting ready to go to the meeting and just wanted to say good morning to you guys.
Good morning, Ron and Bill.
Northeast Drone Productions.
Uh-oh.
Look at Grandpa Ron in his chair swinging a broom at all the stray cats.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty much rid of the stray cats.
Yeah.
I still remember that one though. Man, he was mean. Yeah, I'm gonna take my chances and take the bike today.
Oh, what's
easier to get.
what's the extended forecast?
That they're calling for thunderstorms. It's a lot easier. Thing it is when I'm in Rapid, if I know there's a storm. One thing you learn out here, if you're on a piece of machinery like a motorcycle, you learn to do two things. One, you learn to watch weather very closely. And two, you learn to find hiding spots such as car washes and things like that. So when those nasty hailstorms come,
Yeah.
Man, I always feel bad for those guys because like I'll be out somewhere riding around and on the highway or something, and it's raining, and some guy will come by on his bike, like, oh man, this guy probably should have checked the weather before he went and rode his motorcycle.
Well, the diehards, they ride summer, winter, rain or fall, you know,
Yeah.
and they hope they don't fall. But yeah,
That's crazy.
My one buddy coming in August, I called him the other day and I said, hey, you and your friend and your girlfriends, bring a winter jacket, bring gloves. Oh, we don't need that, dude. I said, Scott, what have I told you? I said, you're coming here. You don't want to listen to what I tell you? You want to suffer? Okay. But I'm taking them on that ride to Beartooth Pass. And I said, I've seen blizzards in July up there. So be prepared.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I see like some people, they'll be riding four-wheelers up and down like the rural roads and like doing wheelies and shit like that. I'm like, man, y'all are crazy.
Yeah, there's up in Montana, TJ, there's well, if you watch the local news or the national news up there in Yellowstone with all the flooding and everything, there's a town called Red Lodge, Montana, and it's northeast of the northeast corner of Yellowstone, near Cook City. Cook City it wasn't so bad. I don't think Cook City got it too bad. Gardner, Montana, however, on the north end got it real bad. But Red Lodge, Montana, from there's only two ways to get to Yellowstone and actually even get out of there. But one of them is to go up over the Beartooth Pass. And it's the Beartooth Mountains, and they go up to about 11, 12,000 feet. And there's a big stream / almost river that runs along the east side of town. And it's really pretty. I mean, I've been in there in the middle of the summer and seen that water rushing pretty hard.
Oh, wow.
They had all that rain and then the warm temperatures, all that snow melt from the mountain came down and it just flooded the crap out of the little town. Red Lodge, you can drive through it in about 3 or 4 minutes. It's not a very big town, very touristy town. And that's what they strive on is tourism.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I had made my hotel reservations for August 5th. And 3 days later, they get that storm and it's flooded.
Oh,
and I couldn't
wow.
get a hold of the hotel for 4 or 5 days. Finally, they called me. I wrote them an email and said, hey, heard what happened. If your hotel is destroyed, which some of them there are,
Right.
And I said, I'd like to cancel my reservations. Because my friend Scott in Pennsylvania, he actually got a hold of me and said, hey, can I assume our trip is no longer going to be any good? And I said, hold on, let me find out. So it took me a couple of days, but long story short, they wrote back to me. They actually called me and said the flooding came as far as across the street. Our hotel was completely spared. Not a thing happened to it.
Wow.
So our reservations are still good. And then I had to check what is the 2 roads that come into town. Are they accessible? One is, one isn't. So, because the couple of the bridges were washed out. So, but he said, he goes, they're already working on it. He said, we strive on tourism. That's our thing. So they'll work hard to get it repaired.
So, okay. So when it floods somewhere, like how high can the water actually get? Cause like when you're watching the news, like you see like all the houses, like the water is literally up to the roofs of the houses and stuff. Like how high can it actually get?
You never know. It depends on the river. Depends on how close that river is to the town. I mean, in that little town of Red Lodge, there were 50-pound, 7,500-pound boulders washed down the middle of the road down Main Street. Sit and think about the amount of force of water it takes to move a big boulder like that. There's video of it. You look up flooding Red Lodge, Montana.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It was.
Man, I don't think I've ever had to experience a flood before.
Have you lived in Florida all your life?
Well, I've lived, well, actually, I've lived everywhere. I've lived in Georgia. I've lived in South Carolina. I've lived in Alabama. I'm kind of like a every state kind of guy, I guess.
You're a hippie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've bounced around a lot, just like from moving and just living with my mom and my dad when he was alive, and just kind of bouncing around all over. But yeah, I think when I used to live in Alabama, when my dad was alive, he had this one house, it had a basement, and it was raining really bad, and I had a buddy of mine spend the night, and I woke up and the whole like basement was flooded. Like the carpet was all he had carpet and like I got up and stepped on the carpet. I was like, what the hell? Why is the carpet all wet? And then I looked outside and there, it had been raining and flooding and stuff. And I woke up and came upstairs and told Dad, he's like, yeah, I know. But yeah, that could be pretty scary.
Yeah, like I say, it's kind of rainy, nasty, not that nice here.
Beautiful here right now.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not surprising me that I'm not seeing them like I was. It's too warm.
Well, at least you had that one right there.
Yeah, it was two.
I have trouble with my other computer. It's so old, it's older than dust,
Your TV back there.
Well, that's just monitoring the other computer. The other computer that I use just for that is old. It's an old HP all-in-one.
You got sunlight coming in a window there, Paul, or something? Boy, you're really washed out.
Well, that's because of the dark background. If I turn the overhead lights off, it gets a little bit better. But
when Ron was telling his flooding story, like I was looking at that screen there, and it looked like you're about to pull up a video game of some kind or something.
I was trying to pull up. You use BlueStacks to pull up my outdoor cameras, and it just froze up. It's so old. I need to just replace it. But I've got this computer, and over here I have another computer that I use just to run this. So,
gotcha.
And it's supposedly restarting right now and not doing so good. by the time it restarts, it'll be the time for me to shut her down, I guess.
Yeah, it's going on 8:30. How far are you away from the vet?
About 5 miles, not bad. But you know, the thing of it is I have to get her going. I have
Yeah.
to get her out in the car.
Do you have to literally like pick her up, or
Yeah.
she
Well,
can walk?
no, I have to. I've got this thing I built, a big step like that with carpet on top. I put it down. She gets on top of that, and then she gets on the edge of the truck, and then she gets up on the seat. You know.
Oh, that's cool. It's
Yeah,
like those the little ramp things that
well, it's
some
not
people,
it's not a ramp. It's actually a step up. But yes.
yeah, like they put on their beds for their animals to get up on the beds and stuff
Yeah.
instead of them. They have like a little step or a little
Yeah.
ramp they go.
And as big as it is, I thought about getting a ramp, but I also use it when I take my 95-year-old aunt to get her injections in her eyes. I use that so she can step up on that and then step up into the truck. So otherwise,
like,
I could just build a ramp, you know.
Yeah. What do the injections do? They help her to see better, or?
Yeah, for glaucoma to slow it down.
Oh, gotcha.
She's got a lot of money, and I think they're just sucking the money out of her, you know.
Well,
That's crazy.
one of my coworkers, he's only 35. He's got glaucoma, and he has to get injections every couple months.
Yeah, she gets one of my every month. But the thing of it is, recently, Ron, they've started injecting both eyes at the same time. Usually that's not good. They do one, then you come back and do another, you know, because if they run into a situation, they could blind her.
Yeah.
I guess too much of that could blind you. I mean, heck, just eat your carrots, man. I think you'll be all right if you just eat carrots.
That medical moment is brought to you by the Bumblebee.
The medical moment. That's funny.
Don't blame Ron if that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Everybody has an opinion, right, Ron?
Yeah, I do.
That medical moment. That's funny. Just eat your carrots.
This is relaxing.
You know, there's somebody put up a video. I just shake my head. They put up a video of the new Mini 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they put it up. They lost their drone, right? And then if you go and you watch it and you listen to, he kept flying it, even though it said that it was battery low, extremely low. He kept getting all these warnings and stuff, kept flying it. And then he says, well, I don't know where it went. Like, yeah.
Stupid people have stupid children.
Yep. Because he puts it up there and he shows the screen record, right? And it says landing extremely. It even says low battery, return to home. Low battery, return to home. Really low battery, return to home. And he keeps going, and then it says landing, and then it shows where it was supposedly, but I don't know if he found it or not. And he was a goofball riding around on an electric scooter, and he could hardly run the scooter, let alone run the drone. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the some of the dumbest things you'll see on YouTube.
I've never understood that from people. They push things like that to the ticket, and then the ones that really crack me up is, watch my range test. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
is my opinion. I mean, my whole thing with a drone that says, hey, it can go 3 miles versus one that can go 5 miles. One 5 miles is going to have stronger, connectivity when you're, up around buildings or whatever like that. But who cares how far you can go? But people like to push that envelope.
Push the envelope. Yep.
And then they like to complain and whine.
Yep. Exactly.
And, I lost my drone. I mean, that's just my opinion.
And who's fault that?
Well, everybody, I think I'm going to call it. And Ron, stay on there. TJ, thanks for popping in, buddy.
Yep, you're gonna be on.
And go out and have a couple of bumblebee moments, right?
Okay, I'm gonna go fly a drone and record some footage.
There you go.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see everybody again later this evening. Paul won't be joining us. He's got a party to do, and